In case you miss it, here's a Sports Animal Rewind.
New Sentinel Sports Page brought to you by Image Matters on the Sports Animal, sportsanimal99.com. Let's go to Nashville and talk to a new tight end of the Tennessee Titans, signed in March by the Tennessee Titans as an unrestricted free agent, sporting number 82 for the Tennessee Titans. That would be former San Francisco 49er Delanie Walker joins us here on the show. Hey, Delanie, Vince Ferrara in Knoxville. How you doing, Delanie?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. So how's Nashville, Tennessee treating you so far?
Good, man. Everybody nice out here. My teammates, man, they're great to be around. Funny guys. I love it. I'm having a great time.
Had you spent much time in the state of Tennessee before signing with the Titans?
No, I actually did a charity event out here, and that was the first time I came out here. And, I got a little feel for it, but once I moved out here, that's when, it opened up my eyes and seeing that Nashville was a great place.
Now, certainly from reading up, it sounded like the Tennessee Titans made you one of their offseason priorities, that they really targeted you. Why the Tennessee Titans for Delanie Walker?
I was really looking for an opportunity to be that playmaker, be the guy that make plays and the team can count on. And, they gave me an option here to be that guy. And told me that they wanted me to be that guy. And the way they were pursuing me, I felt like they were being honest with me. And that's why I chose to be here.
You had a ton of success with the 49ers with Vernon Davis. You two were a fantastic duo at tight end. And they use you in so many different ways. I mean, you split out wide. You're on the line with blocking responsibilities, put you in the backfield H-back, a mismatch down the field in the passing game. Do you envision being used in the same sort of way with the Tennessee Titans offensively?
Well, I feel like I'm going to be used a lot here. I can do a lot. So, they're not going to waste my talent by just putting me at one position. I will be playing wide, but you will see me all over the field. And I'm comfortable doing that. And if anything, to help the team out, if that's me playing F, me playing X, C, Y, whatever, I'm willing to do that.
Visiting with Delanie Walker, number 82 of the Tennessee Titans, an offseason acquisition by the Titans. Delanie, talk about last year, just to reflect quickly on your time with the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Talk about what that experience was like, especially maybe when the lights went out, if you thought that stopped the momentum and gave you guys a chance to win that game closing out.
Well, experiencing the Super Bowl is like no other football game. As kids, we dreamed about playing in the Super Bowl. That's why we play this game, to play in the Super Bowl. So, it's exciting. I really can't tell you how I felt. It's really no feeling that I can explain to you on going to the Super Bowl. But when the lights went out, at first I thought it was a terrorist attack, to be serious with you, because it's the Super Bowl. The lights are not supposed to go out during the Super Bowl. And it was just shocking. Everybody was out there. We were kind of surprised that the lights went out. But as a team, we talked about it and we started warming up, because we was like, look, they're not going to warm up. Don't get cold, because the lights went out for 30 minutes. So we warmed up, we stretched. And then you seen when the lights came back on, that's when we turned it up.
What will you remember most about that experience?
Well, I don't like to build my own house, but, I felt like I had a great game. I had a few great blocks for Frank to put him in the end zone. Like I said, I had a couple of catches. But I think the most thing I remember is the hit, and people won't let me forget. So I think it's the hit I had on kickoff.
We're visiting with 8-year pro Delanie Walker, now the Tennessee Titans, a product of Central Missouri State. I want to talk about that in a second. But, Delanie, you have teamed up with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, raise awareness with that campaign. You lost your aunt and your uncle after the Super Bowl. Explain what happened there and now what you're trying to do to raise awareness against drunk driving.
Well, people don't know. I played in the Super Bowl. They came to visit me 5 hours after the Super Bowl. They were driving back to their hotel where they had pulled to the side, and they were hit by a drunk driver where they were killed instantly by the drunk driver. And so I teamed up with MAD to honor their names, and I feel like that was a great organization because MAD is so deep and so strong with believing in the beliefs that I believe in. Once again, is Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, and if people would like to go and do something to help that cause, you can go to mothersagainstdrunkdrivers.org and donate or participate in some of the fundraisers that we have. And, I'm doing a lot with that, and I will do it even when I'm done playing football because I believe that's a great cause. And if I can help one person, I feel like I helped a lot of people.
Yeah, well done by you, Delanie. And another thing that you have been open about that we want our listeners here in East Tennessee to hear about is you grew up in a tough neighborhood, and you are in the National Football League, an 8-year pro. Talk about that and how you want to get that message out about the difficulties of upbringing for kids and how they can still succeed.
Well, that's true. I did grow up in a tough neighborhood. But, you know, my mom was always, even though she was a single parent, she made sure I went to school every day. And she gave me the things that I needed so I could go to school. So I went straight off and do some of the things some of my friends was doing. And I always try to preach to kids that growing up in the same situation that I grew up in, you know, love your parents and do what they say. Get good grades, go to school. And if you play any sports, do it. Stay after school. Try to be with the coaches, be with some of your friends that's doing positive stuff, because that's what I did. And it led me to go to college and end up in the NFL. And I always just preach that, you know, make sure you respect your parents and go to school and try to get good grades.
Love it. Visiting with Delanie Walker, number 82 of the Tennessee Titans. You mentioned going to school. You went to Central Missouri State. How did you end up there, and what other opportunities to play college ball did you have?
Well, see, me, you know, even though, you know, I was on a great path, I strayed off a little bit because I still had some of the friends that, you know, I was good friends with, and they chose to do other things, and I kind of did the same thing. So I had, when I was coming out of high school, I could have went to any Pac-10 school that I wanted to go to, USC, UCLA, but I didn't get the grades that I needed. So I went to JUCO and played 2 years in JUCO, and I did the same thing. I was a knucklehead. It took me a while to learn that I can be somebody if I try. And when I went to Central Missouri State, you know, they gave me a great opportunity, and that's when I really caught myself and learned how to become a student and a great person, and I ended up in the NFL.
Delanie, was that something that you became aware of after the fact when you were at Central Missouri State, or was there someone that helped guide you or shake you up a little bit once you got there? How did that first turn for you?
I think, you know, just leaving my element, going to the Midwest opened up my eyes that valuing differences. And that's what I say. You got to understand people are different everywhere. And once I got there, it opened my eyes. It made me become a better person because I seen that the world is bigger outside of L.A. And I was stuck in L.A., so I didn't understand that. But once I left L.A., my eyes opened up, and I got to understand that the world is a beautiful place.
Visiting with Tennessee Titans tight end Delanie Walker here on the New Sentinel Sports page. I'm Vince Ferrara here in Knoxville. Talk about a couple of your rookie teammates. We'll start with former Tennessee Volunteer Justin Hunter. From your standpoint, I know he's had the hamstring injury a little bit, but what have you seen in interacting and watching Justin Hunter so far?
Man, I think he's going to be a great asset for the Titans. Great kid. Before he got hurt, flying high kid, go attack the ball, tall, very smart, understands the game, and that's what we need. We need a receiver that understands the game and goes and attack the ball. I feel like he's going to be a great asset for us.
Being such a leader and a presence that you have in that locker room, do you feel any responsibility at all, or have you taken it upon yourself to reach out to Kenny Britt? Because if he stays straight, you know he's incredibly talented, but he hadn't been able to stay straight. Any interaction with Kenny Britt from that standpoint?
Man, you know, I talked to Kenny, and, people have told me he get in trouble a lot. You know, I talked to him. He seemed like he's on the right path right now. You know, we'll have to see when the season starts. If he start ending up in that way, I sure will talk to him because that's a big asset, and we need him. And, if he make them mistakes, then he's letting the team down, not himself. And, we trying to be a family this year and stick together. So hopefully, he stay on the right path like I see he's doing right now. Because he's a big asset to our offense, and with him, I feel like we can go all the way.
Delanie, describe what you've seen from first-round draft pick Chance Warmack from Alabama.
Man, I'm seeing a lot. Physical guy, very smart. He understands the offense, and he's going out there busting his butt every day. He got to get better. He says his first year, and he's playing with a lot of vets. But every day he tends to get better, and he strives to be the best at his position. So, I'm excited to see what he's going to do in training camp.
Any thoughts on the other side of the ball, Greg Williams, Jerry Gray, with that defense this year? Any thoughts from your vantage point on what that Titans defense might be like this year?
Physical. Physical. I would just tell you that right now. They're going to be very physical, very fast. Our defense is explosive. They get to the ball. They're trying to all make plays, and that it's exciting. Going against them is going to help us go against any defense we see out there, like I said, because they're so fast and so physical.
Delanie, tell people about your car collection that you have going on right now.
Well, I got a few cars. You know, I added one to the stable. Got a Corvette 01, the 2013 Supercharger. That's my baby right now. You know, I love her. But I got a 72 Skylark GS. I got a 72 442. I got a 64 Impala, 89 G28 IROC Camaro, and then some trucks, you know, and a couple of motorcycles.
Delanie, we really appreciate it. Great to talk to you. Appreciate the visit. Stay healthy there, and maybe we'll catch up with you down the road.
Oh, thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you, Delanie. That is Delanie Walker, Tennessee Titans tight end, number 82, an 8-year pro. Really enjoyed that. Tennessee Titans. New Sentinel Sports Page brought to you by Image Matters. I'm Vince Ferrara on the Sports Animal.